What's going on, folks? Another episode of Day in the Life. It's your boy Skels,
Your boy Bonnet Man.
Bonnet Man Beige. All right, so today we have a rather special episode. And again, like we mentioned before, we're graduates of Lincoln. So we keep and connect with Lincoln University alums. And today I got my old teammate, fellow Capricorn, fellow All-American, all that, Mr. Vincent Thomas. What's good, boy?
What's going on, man? What's going on? It's actually Vincent Anthony, but yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. Changing name and everything. My bad.
Yeah, man. You know we making changes. We're making changes.
Amen. Change to the better. You feel me?
Absolutely.
How you doing though? What's going on down there? I see you got the blue screen in the back, looking all cute.
Yeah.
Yo, like, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really blessed, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be a part of what you guys got going on. Atlanta's beautiful. You know, we making small moves down here.
Okay, now that you mentioned Atlanta, how's everything with your family and everything though? Before we get into it.
Oh, the family's good, man. The family's still spread out. Family's still Texas, Pennsylvania, Maryland. We still all spread out, but everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing their thing.
Okay. So, I know you said you're down there in Atlanta, correct?
Correct.
So, what is the lifestyle like in Atlanta right now with all this going on? Like, what does that look like? Because obviously, I'm here in New York. I know what New York is like. Scales is in PA, but like, what's going on in ATL?
Man, right now we locked down. Everything's slow. Everybody's still trying to find ways to hustle. Like I know everybody's selling these cotton masks and all this other stuff, but everybody's just trying to find a hustle for real. That's what it comes down to.
Never stops. Hustle never stops.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned you down there in ATL. You're from PA, so what took you to Atlanta? What you doing down there?
Oh man, I needed a fresh start. I needed something new. I needed a change, man, and it was either Atlanta or Cali, and the opportunity for Atlanta came knocking, so it's what I jumped on. Right now, currently, I own a dance studio. I own a nonprofit, or operate and own a nonprofit. I'm still down here dancing, acting, modeling. Man, I'm just trying to make a way out of nothing. That's pretty much about it.
And so you, like you said, you're dancing, acting, all of that going on. How has this pandemic affected you and progression in that?
Man, it's put a lot of us on hold. Like there's no projects happening right now. No artists are working. No movies, TV shows. None of that's being filmed. So right now, if you're an independent contractor anywhere in the country, you're struggling and you're suffering right now, man, because your income depends on those type of projects, and if they ain't happening, it's slow for you. Hopefully, you know, they've had other hustles going on throughout the year. They were good with saving their money, because if you wasn't, it's a done deal for you.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even think about independent contractors because I've worked in jobs where I have to show up to get paid. Now I'm blessed with, I'm doing okay. But like, what shows have you worked on? You mentioned acting, dancing, and all of that. I know I've seen you in a few places. So what you been on? Where you been at?
Man,
what's your resume like?
That thing alone, man. That resume looking real husky nowadays. But nah, on a more humble tip. Man, I've been in movies. I've been on TV shows. Homicide Hunters, Fatal Attractions, Blind Date as a choreographer, Stepsisters, Bolden, Birth of a Nation. Dang.
All right, don't overwhelm them.
Right.
You're going on and on. You're gonna have to I'm gonna pay you for this episode the more you go on. So this is
right.
Clearly voluntary. You know, we don't have the funds to pay you right now. But I just want to say, bro, it just sounds legit. It sounds like you're doing an amazing job down there. You just listed like 5 things, and it's like, damn, you know. Usually when they talk about what they're doing, they don't have the resume to show it. But for you, clearly you've been out here hustling, you've been out here working hard, and now you own your own non-profit. What struggles are you facing right now currently? I know you said that not much work is going on, but like for you personally, like what is that going to look like for you? What are you doing to stay afloat right now?
Luckily for me, like I said, I've had other hustles going on. Like I said, I own a dance studio. So luckily I've been fortunate enough to be able to employ other people. So one of the hardships I'm facing right now, or one of the tough times I'm facing right now, is that I have employees that I can't pay, if that makes sense, because we're a small business and we're impacted more so than corporate and Fortune 500 businesses. So right now, that's what I'm working on right now, as far as like grants and SBA and the whole, Congress and government trying to throw money to small businesses. I'm working on that to make sure I can take care of them and their families as well. I mean, I'm pretty decent with saving. I'm not saying, I'm out here rich or anything, but I've done a phenomenal job at being frugal and financially responsible. So I'm not hurting too bad. I mean, if this continues, it's going to get real dark real fast, but I'm in a place right now to where it's not too bad just yet.
Okay.
Nice. And you did mention you had either ATL or California listed as your two like top spots to go.
Absolutely.
So I'm a teacher. I hang around a lot of teenagers, a lot of black males that, they don't really know what they want to do. So a young male, they're watching this right now.
You
What
ain't
would
black,
tell
white
them
skin.
how to approach their dream and how to just, stay focused on that? Because you left and you kept it going, and I really, really respect that. So what's your advice for that kid right now that's watching?
Oh man, listen, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. As long as it's something that you find that you're passionate about, or that you know a lot about, or that it just makes you wake up and gives you energy to go throughout the day, hit it at 100 miles an hour. Don't let nobody's input, don't let nobody's critiques, don't let nobody's judgment of you or what you're trying to do impact you at all. I told people I wanted to be a dancer. Dudes don't dance, like dudes don't get paid for that. There's no living in that. I live in a house.
Hello.
I live in a house, 2019 Jeep in the driveway. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
with a blue screen behind you.
I mean, you feel me? Like, it's a blessing, man. Like, don't let nobody hold you back. If it's something that you really want to do, hit it at 100 miles an hour. And even if you fall off, you hit it so hard that you open the door to something. You know what I'm saying? Or you've opened the door for someone to come in and be able to, like, hey, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you navigate. I've been blessed to have a lot of mentors throughout this whole journey that have been like, yo, you messed up here. Like, go back and revisit how you did that. You know what I mean? And then come back, and I guarantee it's gonna be easier, or the next step will be easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever give up and hit it at 100 miles.
And I'm glad you mentioned a mentor, because now you've had mentors that did it before you. I'm pretty sure now you're going to be a mentor to people that's going to succeed you, come behind you. And like you said, you have employees now. You could be a mentor to them. And I want to challenge you as an employer. I want you to challenge your employees to surpass you, because that's one way we can help others grow. Just because you have an employee doesn't mean that they have to stay your employee. Like, like, yo, listen, do what you got to do. Find your love and, surpass me. I want you as an employee to surpass me as your employer. And when they see that and they hear that from you, they're going to respect you way more. But outside of this now, like, what is mentally, people don't realize this, and we had this conversation in our last interview, that this is a mental challenge right now. This pandemic going on, it's going to affect us mentally, not only financially and physically, because I'm putting on a little weight. So anyways, but it's definitely going to affect you mentally. What is your challenge now mentally? Like, how do you feel really mentally about what's going on with this?
Oh man, honestly, I'm shook. I'm not gonna hold you. Our generation, we've been hit with a lot of things. 9/11, the war in Afghanistan, different recessions. Like, we've been hit with a lot. So for us, it's kind of tradition for us to face something at some point or another. I don't think our generation has ever seen anything like this before. So it's scary, man, especially when it's something that you can't control. Like, you can't control health. You can't control, diseases. You can't control things that are out of your scope, out of your comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
I'm scared, man. I'm gonna be real with you, because it's not something that we're knowledgeable on, and it's not something that they're giving us knowledge to. So I worry about people. Like, I know a couple of people that have tested positive for the virus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and luckily, and God willing, I mean, they stay as healthy as they are. You know what I'm saying? But it's not guaranteed to everybody. You know what I mean? A cough could take you out tomorrow. So it's like, it's a scary feeling, man. It's definitely a scary feeling.
And for me, what I think is the most scary part is the unknown, Absolutely. Because like, we have like these natural disasters, like let's say a hurricane or a tornado, we know it's going to end. So yes, it's hard, but we fight through it because we know, you know what, it's gonna pass. With this, we want to hope that it's gonna pass, but really and truly, we can't see it passing because there's no evidence to support that. So I could definitely agree with you here. It is scary, and I, for one, I am scared. I mean, it might not show, but it's very scary because now you're thinking of it, being that we're in the U.S. now, and the U.S. has so much cases, you know, and it's like, it's almost becoming the hub. When we want to travel, let's say it does go away eventually, when we want to travel, people are going to be like, oh, where are you coming from, U.S.? Nah, I don't want you. So now me being from Barbados, I almost can't even go home, you know, because they don't want me.
Right.
So it's like, I don't even belong now where I'm from.
Yeah. Going through the similar situation, being from Jamaica, called families home. It was like, yeah, nah, you got to stay in the States. But I want to switch a little bit. Like I mentioned when the interview started, all-American track and field athlete, now a dancer, actor, all that, and the list goes on and on.
I mean, I can dance too. What's going on? It's good, Blake.
What is like the one trait that you took from being an athlete that followed you all the way through your professional career? So even though we didn't go pro, you know, what is that one trait that you took from being in track and field that kept you in line to where you're at now?
Oh man, well, I do want to say I did run with Adidas for 2 years. So
hello.
I mean, I want to throw it out there real quick. I did.
So you kind of
did Adidas for 2 years. I mean, I wasn't no $1 million deal. Yeah, I mean, it was a nice little sponsorship package. Don't get me wrong. But the one thing I think I took from track was the 3Ds, man. Like determination, dedication, and discipline. Like those 3 things. If you really live those 3 things, you can do anything and accomplish everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? It's like it's that simple, man. Discipline, dedication, all that. Like it's those are what I took away from track.
And let me say it again: determination, dedication, discipline.
3Ds.
3Ds all day.
The 3Ds. But anyways, Blizz, finishing up, I just want to thank you, bro, for coming on here and joining us on this episode. I really want to say, keep doing what you're doing. Like I've been seeing you on IG, and just like it's humbling to see somebody that, you know, that I've known and I call a brother. I still call a brother, you know, doing something good, and I'm very, very happy for you. I just hope that this pandemic, you know, changes and gets out of here so you can progress. Because right now it's going to hold you here. I want you to excel and keep going and keep pushing, and then keep bringing others with you and keep teaching others how to, you know, surpass you. You know, because it's no fun doing it by yourself. You know. But on behalf of myself,
Scales,
this has been another episode of A Day in the Life. Everybody has a story to tell. We're here to share it. So once again, Blizz, thanks for coming on. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, or the other way around, whichever one it is. And this has been another episode. Have a good one.
Some money, I mean nah do not no funny. Bully my girl around me tummy. Make some money, me nah do not no funny. Be a girl want me feel my body. Make some green cheese, cheddar, cream. Doing on my pocket, me no give a damn, I got it.